Well, the Alabama wide receivers look to step up in 2023, and we need to talk about it, guys. But if you haven't, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And by doing so, it greatly helps out my channel, and it helps me grow as a content creator. Well, the Alabama wide receivers last season was a little underwhelming, guys, and us Bama fans are not used to that. We had the likes of Amari Cooper, um, all types of wide receivers, Jalen Waddle, Jameson Williams. I mean, so many good wide receivers, Julio Jones, he started all with the wide receivers coming to Alabama. Uh, None of these wide receivers really lived up to the billing last season, and it's kind of heartbreaking, considering all that talent that we had. But in 2023, guys, we got a mixture of guys that's been in the system, and we got some younger guys that got some experience last season that could potentially step up. And the first dude I'm gonna talk about is, of course, Ja'Cory Brooks. This was the guy that stepped up in that Auburn game in 2021 to send us into overtime. Caught that pass in the end zone, and a guy that so far has made, got receptions of 674 yards, and he has 8 touchdowns since he's been at Bama. This is a guy we started to target and tried to make the main guy, and I greatly expect him to step up this upcoming season. Another guy that's going to be stepping up beside him is a transfer, Jermaine Burton. Came in and didn't, live up to the billing at first, guys. Got a lot of flack, specifically from Georgia fans, kind of talking bad about him and stuff like that. But he looked good, late in the season, guys, specifically against Kansas State in the Sugar Bowl. So far, he has 677 yards and 7 touchdowns. And it's crazy, considering, guys, Alabama wasn't able to get 1,000-yard receiver. And like I said, us Bama fans are not used to that. And just a head scratcher last season. Could be because of experience with the players, and it could, a lot of people like to point the blame to Bill O'Brien and just not scheming up plays for the players that you have. And sometimes our wide receivers just look lost at times and just not running the routes and stuff like that. So hopefully all that gets fixed this upcoming season. But those two guys, and Corey Brooks and Jermaine Burton, should greatly, lead this pack of wide receivers with the experience. And like I said, Corey Brooks with 8 touchdowns and Jermaine Burton with 7. We definitely need to up that, going into 2023. But some younger guys that got some playing time last season, and a guy that shocked me last season was Kobe Prentice. This guy uh, broke the depth chart. Was able to get in there as a starter, and he started over JoJo Earl, and I think JoJo Earl was injured when the season started, and he wasn't able to play. And then he eventually transferred out, guys, and went to TCU. So, but Kobe Prentice is a guy I heard all before the season started that a good guy to play with. Listens what the coach tells him to do, and came in, did what he was supposed to do, guys, and came in. He was able to get 337 receiving yards last season and got 2 touchdowns. I think one of them was against Arkansas. Good pass by Bryce Young, and definitely a guy that I expect to step up this season. He was coached, in the offseason by former Alabama player, Mike McCoy. And we all know what Mike McCoy did for Alabama, good wide receiver. And he was learning under his tutelage. Kobe Prentice was able to break the depth chart. So that shows you how good of a player he is. Can't wait to see what he does this upcoming season. Another dude that I'm going to talk about is Isaiah Bond. This guy's a burner, number 17. He has 220 yards on the season with 1 touchdown. But look out for him, guys. He's a burner, a guy that got speed and can take the top off of defense. And another young guy that came in with the same class, Kobe Prentice, that I can't wait to see what he does. Kendrick Law, another guy, came in, was a breath of fresh air. Number 19, late in the season, but came in and looked like he knew what he was doing. Add a little spark to the offense. Another young guy that's going to come in. He only has 103 yards receiving, but uh, expect Kendrick Law to step up as well. Would have liked to step up as well, but he transferred out. Aaron Anderson, he's now with LSU. But those two guys, I think if I'm not mistaken, both of those guys from the state of Louisiana. So keep an eye out on Kendrick Law, another good wide receiver. But of course, like I said, We also have a guy like Dow Jones Bell, been in the system a long time, still hasn't cracked the depth chart, but could be a guy that can be sneaky good. It's not always about getting play time. It's just about sometimes it takes longer for other guys to get in the groove. But Dow Jones Bell still on the staff. I mean, the team, and another guy that can potentially step up. A lot of people was worried about us losing guys like Christian Leary and stuff like that, and JoJo Earl, but I think Alabama's just going to be just fine with this wide receiver core that we got coming in. And then speaking of guys coming in, Alabama got some wide receivers, some young guys coming in into this 2023 recruiting class. First guy, Jalen Hill, uh, rangy guy, long and rangy, very, very athletic, got good ball skills. A guy that I'm definitely excited to see, this upcoming season. Another guy is Jaron Hamilton. This guy's got 6'2" frame, uh, good route running ability. Know how to get separation and stuff like that. Can't wait to see what he does. He's from Florida, so we all know about the Florida wide receivers, man. Like Amari Cooper was really, really good. One of my favorite wide receivers at Alabama. Just always found a way to get wide open, behind defenses. So expect Jaron Hamilton to do something this upcoming season. Then we got Cole Adams, another guy, lightning in the bottle, speed, 100 dash guy, very, very fast, running a 10.65 in the 100-meter dash. Speedster. Alabama got a lot of speed at the wide receiver position, and just add Cole Adams to that, another guy that got speed. So uh, Alabama not going to be lacking in that department going into 2023, guys. But the one guy that I'm very, very excited about coming in this class and could potentially get some playing time is Malik Benson. This guy speed. Um, that's all I can say. He's speed, guys. Got attitude. Feel like he come right in. I think if I'm not mistaken, I saw an interview. He was comparing himself to Jameson Williams, like as far as the attitude and the speed. We definitely need that. He played at community college, Hutchinson Community College, JUCO guy. So he has more experience than the other guys that's coming in, and could potentially make some noise, guys. Like I said, been hearing a lot about him, and I'm very, very excited about Malik Benson. But this wide receiver core, guys, this season, I expect them to get better. Hiring Tommy Reese as our offensive coordinator, he has a heavy emphasis on running the ball and using tight ends, and that can set up for the wide receivers to be wide open on the back end. And Alabama been missing that, missing that where the wide receivers can just take over a game. And I expect the wide receiver core to do a much better job, especially with wide receiver coach Holman Wiggins, coming in and having a new fresh group to work with. I'm not saying it wasn't some friction in the wide receiver room, but it just seems like Alabama's wide receivers looked a little bit better in the postseason, in that Kansas State game. And like I said, we lost guys like Trayshawn Holden and JoJo Earl and Christian Leary. Those guys are gone. But we got a lot of speed coming back, guys that played, got experience, and I can't wait to see what they do this upcoming season. But what do you guys think? Who's your favorite wide receiver going into 2023? Who do you think is going to step up? Leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section. And then once again, guys, if you haven't, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And by doing so, it greatly helps out my channel and it helps me grow as a content creator. Thanks, guys, and roll tide.